Namaste dosto, मैं हूं Kapeel Gupta and you're listening to the Kapeel Gupta Career PodShow, India's favorite career guidance podcast for young dreamers, hustlers and curious minds. And आज का topic is one that keeps parents up at night, makes students stress eat Maggie at 2 a.m. and has been debated in every chai tapri from Ghaziabad to Gandhinagar. The big question is, degree चाहिए या skills? क्या सच में डिग्री आपकी लाइफ बनाती है या स्किल्स का गेम ही अलग है? लेट मी टेल यू अ शॉर्ट स्टोरी. My friend Rohit, a sharp, energetic kid from Vaishali, Ghaziabad, scored 78% in class 12 boards. Not bad, but not good enough for a top engineering college. His parents were heartbroken. His relatives started giving advice like it was free prasad at a mandir. Everyone said one thing: Beta, without a degree, you are nothing. Degree लो तो ही कुछ बनेगा. But Rohit did something different. Instead of spending 4 years and 8 to 12 lakhs on a mediocre B.Tech from a college where attendance was stricter than learning, he joined a 6-month full-stack web development bootcamp for 40,000 rupees. He built 3 real projects, published them on GitHub, and started freelancing. By the time his batchmates were giving their second year exams, Rohit was already earning 45,000 rupees a month from freelance clients in Noida and Bengaluru. Now, is Rohit's story a miracle? No. Is it a trend? Yes, absolutely. But here is what most people miss. Rohit's story is not about rejecting degrees. It's about understanding when a degree adds value and when skills alone can get you there faster, cheaper, and smarter. In today's episode, we are going to break this debate down in the most practical, honest, and fun way possible. No gyan, no lecture, just real talk. We'll look at statistics, real Indian stories, and give you a clear action plan so that you can make the best career decision for your life. तो चाय बनाओ, ईयरफोन्स लगाओ और सुनना शुरू करो. Hi, I'm Kapeel Gupta, career coach, life mentor, and founder of Study Abroad Academy. I empower students, parents, and conscious professionals to design a fulfilling life and career by aligning their minds, values, and aspirations. And I do it with coaching, mindset work, and the game changing power of graphotherapy. Because students deserve more than just guidance, they deserve transformation. So let us set the stage first. Why are we even having this conversation in 2025? Because the world of work has genuinely changed, not in a motivational poster kind of way, but in a real, measurable, undeniable way. Now, here's a stat that will blow your mind. According to a LinkedIn workforce report, 76% of hiring managers in India say they now consider skills in project portfolios as equally important as or more important than academic qualifications when hiring for tech and digital roles. Now, let that sink in. 3 out of 4 hiring managers. That is not a minority opinion. That is a movement. And from the other side of the table, consider this. A 2023 National Sample Survey report found that nearly 47% of Indian graduates are either unemployed or underemployed within a year of completing their degree. Almost half. Now, these are people who spent 3 to 4 years and lakhs of rupees on education only to find that their degree alone was not enough to land a good job. And now, imagine 2 young people. Priya has a BCom degree from a mid-tier college in Delhi NCR. She passed with decent marks but never did any internship, never built a project, never learned any tool beyond MS Word. Arjun has the same BCom degree but also completed a Google digital marketing certification, ran a social media page for a local business for free to get experience, and can speak confidently about SEO, email campaigns, and analytics. Who do you think gets the job? Who gets the salary? And who gets the growth? Now, this is the real debate, friends. It's not degree versus no degree. It's degree plus skills versus degree minus skills. Or in some digital first jobs, skills alone versus degrees alone. Now, the answer changes depending on the field, the company, the role, and where you are in your career. And that is exactly what we are going to unpack today. Think about what is happening around you. Elon Musk's Tesla, Google, Apple, IBM, they all removed the 4-year degree requirement for many roles. Infosys, Wipro, TCS are running reskilling programs because they know freshers are often not job ready despite holding engineering degrees. And startups in Bengaluru, Hyderabad, Noida, and Gurgaon are hiring 18-year-olds who can code, design, or sell, no degrees needed. So, the purpose of today's episode is simple. We are not here to say degrees are useless or that skills certifications are the magic solution. We are here to reduce your fear, give you clarity, and help you make a smarter choice based on your specific situation. No ideology, just action. Okay, now let's talk about the people who actually hire you. What is going on in their minds when they look at your resume? What makes them call you for an interview versus throwing your application straight into the trash folder? I spoke to 3 hiring managers, one from Noida based SaaS startup, one from mid sized marketing agency in Delhi, and one from a manufacturing company in Ghaziabad. And all 3 said something remarkably similar. They said, we can teach domain knowledge. We cannot easily teach attitude, communication, and the ability to learn fast. And let me tell you, I have a magic potion. No, I'm just joking. It's not a magic potion, but an art, a tool exactly based in science. So if you miss these qualities in you, connect with me. I can help you out. Okay, let's continue. Employers today are looking for 5 big signals. First, they want to see demonstrable projects, not theory, but actual work. Can you show me something they built, designed, wrote, or solved? Second, they want internship experience or any real world exposure, even if unpaid. Third, they want problem solving ability. Can you think through a messy situation and come up with something useful? Fourth, they want communication skills. Can you explain your ideas clearly in a meeting, or on a call, or in an email? And fifth, they want adaptability. Are you the kind of person who gets scared of new tools or excited by them? Now, here is a powerful exercise. Imagine 2 CVs side by side. CV number 1 says BTech in Computer Science, 72%, college name, graduation year, that is it. CV number 2 says BTech in Computer Science, 72%, and then lists a GitHub link with 3 live projects, 1 internship at a Noida startup for 3 months, a Google Analytics certification, and a short note saying built and launched a personal finance tracker app used by 200 users. Which CV gets called first? Every single time it's the second one. Every single time. And here is something even more powerful: your elevator pitch. Imagine you have 30 seconds to tell a recruiter who you are. Most refreshers say something like this: I'm a computer science graduate looking for opportunities. Boring. Dead on arrival. Instead, try this template. I'm a digital marketing enthusiast who has helped 2 small businesses in Ghaziabad double their Instagram followers in 3 months. I just completed my Google certification. I'm ready to bring the same results to your company. Now, that is a story. That is specific. That creates curiosity. And that gets you the interview. According to a 2024 NASA Com report, Indian companies are increasingly using skill based hiring where candidates are evaluated through assignments, case studies, and test projects rather than just their mark sheets. Companies like Razorpay, Zepto, and Grow have famously hired candidates without traditional degrees purely based on demonstrated skills and cultural fit. The message is loud and clear: build something, show something, talk about it confidently, and that is what employers actually want. Now, this is the part where we stop talking and start doing. You've heard the context, you know what employers want. Now, let us talk about how you actually build those skills. Especially if you're sitting in Ghaziabad, Meerut, Kanpur, or any tier 2 or tier 3 city in India and feeling like opportunities are far away. First, pick one or two in demand skills to focus on, not 10, just one or two. Right now in 2025, the highest ROI skills for Indian youth include data literacy and basic analytics, AI tools like ChatGPT and Midjourney applied to business problems, digital marketing including SEO, social media and email marketing, product thinking and UX basics, and coding, specifically Python, JavaScript, or no code tools. These skills are in demand, they are learnable for free or at low cost, and they directly lead to jobs or freelance income. Now, let me tell you the story of Anjali, a commerce student from Lucknow. She was not a coder, she was not an engineer, but she was curious. She spent 2 hours every evening on Google's free digital marketing course. Then she took a freelance project from a local coaching center. She ran their Instagram and Google ads for 3 months for a nominal fee just to get experience. She documented everything: what strategy she used, what worked, what did not, and what the results were. She put it all in a simple PDF portfolio. So when she applied for a digital marketing role in a Delhi startup, she did not need to say anything. The portfolio said it all. She got the job at 28,000 rupees a month, fresh out of college. So here is your portfolio checklist that actually works. For every project you do, document 5 things. 1. What was the problem you were solving? 2. What was your specific role in the project? 3. What tools and technologies did you use? 4. What was the measurable outcome? Numbers, percentages, users, rupees. 5. Add a link to your code, design, case study, or demo. That's it. 5 simple things. If you have 3 projects documented like this, you have a stronger portfolio than 90% of your competition. And where to learn? You don't need to pay lakhs for a course. Coursera, edX, Google Digital Garage, HubSpot Academy, and YouTube are all either free or very affordable. IIT's NPTEL courses are world class and free. Internshala has live training programs specifically for Indian students. Khan Academy is brilliant for foundational concepts. If you want structured boot camps, platforms like Scalar, Newton School, and Upgrad are worth considering if your budget allows. The most underrated approach is open source contribution. If you're in tech, find a GitHub project you believe in and contribute even a small bug fix or documentation update. It shows initiative, collaboration, and real world coding skills. Things a degree certificate can never show. And never forget freelancing. Platforms like Fiverr, Upwork, Freelance, and Truelancer have Indian freelancers earning anywhere from 10,000 to 2 lakh rupees a month. Start with a small gig. Price yourself low at first to build reviews. Then raise your rates as your portfolio grows. This is not just about money, it's about building confidence, learning client communication, and proving to future employers that you can deliver real world results. See, consistency is the real secret ingredient. You do not need 8 hours a day. You need one focused hour every day for 6 months. Even Azim Premji of Wipro once said that the best investment you can make is in yourself. And that investment does not have to be expensive, it just has to be consistent. Now, before you run off and cancel your college admission, hold on. We need to be completely honest here. There are fields where a degree is not optional, it's mandatory. Full stop. If you want to become a doctor, you need MBBS. There is no YouTube shortcut to perform surgery. If you want to practice law in India, you need an LLB. If you want to become a chartered accountant, you need to clear ICAI exams, which have their own structured pathway. If you want to join the Indian Administrative Service or any government job, degrees and eligibility criteria are clearly defined and non-negotiable. If you want to work in core engineering roles like civil infrastructure, aerospace, or electrical systems, formal engineering degrees are required by law and regulation. Even in the corporate world, certain MNC companies and PSUs have mandatory degree requirements as part of their HR policy. And for the higher education abroad, most universities require a recognized undergrad degree. So please do not listen to anyone who says degrees are completely useless. That is an oversimplification and that can seriously harm your career. The smart approach is what I call the hybrid strategy. Get your degree even if it is from a mid-tier college, but do not let it be your only asset. While you are pursuing your degree, simultaneously build your skill stack. Use your college years to do internships, work on side projects, get certifications, join student clubs, participate in hackathons, and build your network. By the time you graduate, you'll not just have a degree, you'll have a degree plus a portfolio, plus real experience, plus a professional network. Now, that combination is unstoppable. Consider the story of Ritesh Agrawal, the founder of Oyo Rooms. He did not finish his formal degree, but he understood hospitality, technology, and business deeply. He was 19 when he started Oyo, became a billionaire before 30, and created one of India's most iconic startups. Now, not everyone is Ritesh Agrawal, but his story shows that in the right field and with the right skills, extraordinary things are possible even without conventional credentials. On the other hand, consider Dr. Devi Shetty, the legendary cardiac surgeon from Bengaluru who has performed over 15,000 open heart surgeries and made cardiac care affordable for millions of Indians. Now, his degree was absolutely essential. Without medical school, none of his remarkable work would have been possible. Two very different stories, two very different answers to the degree versus skill question, and that is exactly the point. Your field decides your path. Know your field. Make your decision accordingly. Do not blindly follow trends and do not blindly follow tradition either. You see, we have talked about jobs, we have talked about skills and degrees, but let me zoom out now and talk about something bigger. Your career is not just a series of job titles and salary slips. It's a huge part of your life. And a life well designed is a life well lived. So I want to share the story of Dipinder Goyal, the co-founder of Zomato. He was an IIT Delhi graduate working in Bain and Company, a prestigious consulting firm. By all external metrics, he was successful. But he was not satisfied. He saw a problem. Restaurant menus were inaccessible online, and he built a solution. That solution became Zomato, a company now worth thousands of crores and serving millions of Indians every single day. His degrees gave him the foundation, his curiosity and courage gave him the breakthrough. The lesson? Credentials open doors, character and vision build empires. And now here's a practical framework for designing your career life. Think of it as your quarterly skill audit. Every 3 months, sit down with a cup of chai and ask yourself 4 questions. 1. What new skill have I learned this quarter? 2. What project have I completed or contributed to? 3. Have I connected with at least one new mentor or professional in my field? 4. Is my savings and financial safety net growing? Mental health is not separate from career success. It is central to it. The pressure on Indian youth today is enormous. Parents want stability. Society wants status. Social media shows curated success, and you are caught in the middle, comparing your behind the scenes to everyone else's highlight reel. Please remember, burnout is real, anxiety is real, and it's okay to take a break. Consistent mediocrity over time beats brilliant burnout every single time. Build what financial experts call a 3-month emergency fund. This means saving enough money to cover 3 months of your basic expenses. For someone in Ghaziabad or Delhi NCR, this might be 30,000 to 60,000 rupees depending on your lifestyle. Having this safety net removes desperation from your career decisions. And when you're not desperate, you make better choices. You say no to bad jobs, you negotiate better salaries, you take smarter risks. See, relationships and mentorship matter more than most people realize. Find a mentor, someone who is 5 to 10 years ahead of you in your chosen field. It does not have to be a famous person. It could be a college senior working in a good company, a LinkedIn connection who replied to a thoughtful message, or a professional you met at a networking event. One genuine mentor can save you 2 years of trial and error. And here is something they do not teach in any college or boot camp. Many of the most successful careers are non-linear. Sundar Pichai, the CEO of Google, born in Chennai, grew up in a modest household, went through multiple career pivots and became one of the most powerful people in the global technology industry. Kiran Mazumdar Shaw started Biocon from a garage in Bengaluru after being rejected for jobs in Australia and India. She went on to become India's richest self made woman. Non-linear is not a detour. Sometimes it's the fastest route. Skills compound over time. Every course you finish, every project you complete, every connection you make, it's all adding up. You may not see today, you may not see it in 6 months, but in 3 to 5 years, the compounding effect of consistent skill building is absolutely transformational. Trust the process, measure your growth quarterly, celebrate small wins. So, what is the final answer? डिग्री या skills? क्या सच में एक ही सही है? The answer, my friend, is both, and neither alone is enough. A degree without skills is a certificate that collects dust. Skills without any credential can create invisible barriers in certain fields and organizations. But a degree combined with strong, demonstrable, relevant skills, that is a career superpower that is very difficult to stop. Now, the real question to ask yourself is not, should I get a degree or learn skills? The real question is, am I actively building value that I can show to the world? That value can come from a degree, a boot camp, a self taught project, a freelance gig, an internship, or a combination of all of these. What matters is the value is real, demonstrable, and growing. See, India is changing. The job market is changing. The economy is changing. And the good news is that we are living in the most democratized era of learning in human history. You can learn data science from IIT professors for free or NPTEL. You can build a website with zero coding knowledge using no code tools. You can earn your first client from your bedroom in Ghaziabad and deliver work to a startup in Mumbai or a company in Singapore. The barriers are lower than ever. Opportunities are higher than ever. The only question is, what are you going to do with this? To every student in Ghaziabad, Delhi NCR, and across India who is reading or listening to this, you're not behind. You're not too late. You're not too ordinary. You just need clarity, a plan, and the courage to start. All right. Now, this is not a normal call to action where I say like, share, and subscribe. This is a challenge, a real one. Are you ready? Yes. Are you ready? This week, not next month, not when you feel ready. This week, I want you to do 3 things. First, open a notebook or a notes app and write down one skill you want to learn in the next 6 months. Just one. Be specific. Not I want to learn coding. but I want to learn Python basics so I can do data analysis. Specific goals create specific results. Second, find one free resource for that skill and commit to 1 hour every day for 30 days. That's it. 30 days, 1 hour, you can do this. If you miss a day, do not quit. Just continue the next day. Progress beats perfection every single time. Third, share this episode with one person, a friend, a classmate, a younger sibling, anyone who is struggling with the same question. Because knowledge shared is knowledge multiplied. You can always connect with me too for guidance. The link is in the description of the podcast. And if this episode helped you in any way, take 30 seconds and leave a rating on whatever platform you're listening on. It helps us reach more young people who need this guidance. And here is the biggest challenge of all. Go to LinkedIn right now and update your profile. Add one skill, add one project, add one certification, even a small one. Because your digital presence is your new first impression. In 2025, if you're not on LinkedIn, you're almost invisible to most professional opportunities. You have a whole life ahead of you. Of ideas, energy, curiosity, and the most powerful tool in the history of human civilization, the internet, in your pocket. Use it wisely, use it consistently, build something, show something, grow something. मैं हूं कपिल गुप्ता और ये था द कपिल गुप्ता करियर पॉड शो. टेक केयर ऑफ योरसेल्फ, स्टे क्यूरियस, स्टे कंसिस्टेंट और मिलेंगे अगली बार.